Alright, good evening, afternoon, morning, or good night, everyone. We are here for Tier 2, Round 5 in France. Currently getting qualifying underway. And we have a couple people leaving on some softs, a couple people on mediums. And just before we get the whole thing underway today, I'm going to update you on the standings. Tuber leading. Oh, sorry, Tipper, if I'm hopefully saying that right, leading by 40 points ahead of SSR Craig Conley. And then 1 point behind him is GB Sanderson, and then on the exact same number of points is SSR Charisma. And then 1 point behind that is SSR Arrow. Then it goes SSR Ole, Formula Maxi, Maestro, Bitty Band, Halo, Chris Wilson, Lukiosm, I hope, or just Luco, I hope I said it right. Whiffy Winner, Steel Curtain, Luxury BTW, Zampa, who I believe, yeah, he is for reserve team, apologies, DS Kofi, Erok, Radar, and Noah. Hopefully that should pop up a couple times during the stream, but right now we are just going to see who will be the first to set a lap, and I believe it is, no, not SSR, who is the other one? SSR, no, who is it? Can't see. Should be Williams or should be Luxury? Yeah, that's him. In the Williams. Now look, you can see, I've complained about this a couple times, the right mirror on the Williams for me is always flipped from left to right. I have no idea why. It is the most confusing thing for me of why it happens. Oh, also, that's official username because I've heard bad things about it, but thank you for the follow. Alright, let's stay on board Luxury BTW for his first lap. I will stay on board actually. Going to the first corner, braking out the right, missing the apex by quite a bit, and then the second apex quite a bit. It's really difficult though, because once you make a simple mistake on the first corner, you've ruined it for the rest. But thankfully get a long run down here to change that mistake, using a good lot of curve, carrying good speed. Very good there. Try not to use that curve on the left a bit too much. It's a little earlier than apex, but keeps it clean though. Doesn't sacrifice the speed, good, takes it safely, because on that left turn there, that flat left turn, if you hit the curve you can either risk gaining maybe a couple hundredths or spinning and losing it. Here, using the curve nicely, using the curve to just drift around, could have used a bit more curve there, and could have used that exit curve a bit more, but it's very risky then. So, coming up to start of Sector 3, the quick Sector 3 obviously must be flat through here. Next corner, this is where the lines change. Taking it very nicely, letting the car roll in. Does, I would say, happily hit the apex and hit the exit. Good braking point there. Did turn in a bit early though. Uses a good amount on the inside curve. I would personally just run all that curve so I can take the shortest line. Takes it nicely through here. Braking out the right point. Could have turned in. Oh, I could have gone left, more to the left and got right, but gets a good exit. Early DRS. Quick to the line, should be a 130.708, and that is our first lap for Tier 2. Quite a good lap, and then Arrow, Bone Apple T goes to beats by 1.2 tenths. Really good there. Let's see, we next have, we have an SSR Arrow. Oh no, not with it. But just loses a little bit out by about 8 tenths to Bone Apple T. But we do have quite a large flood of times coming now. I think next should be Formula Maxime. He will not set a lap time, he is invalidated. I believe he'll be going for another lap. Would be a bit of a push, but should be good with it. I think that's SSR Oleg may have spun at turn that one. Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to try and remember the turn corners, but we'll see what happens. And then Lucoism. Send their lap. Very careful around there. Could have gone in the lower gear to get more rotation, but there we are. Yeah, so it's a pretty good lap. Goes, well, I wouldn't say pretty good, but compared to everyone else, it's not at optimal. Eruk, yep, that's him, crossing the line to start his first lap. We will have, I believe, Maestro as well. Coming to start his lap on the softs. Quite a few people on the mediums. I would suggest the strategy here to be medium soft. It is very difficult here, but you can do a one stop here. Definitely. It's the same as Bahrain for this game compared to last, where the strategies have changed massively. Where they have changed completely. For example, Bahrain last year's game was always a mediums hard as optimal strategy. High tyre wear. Go to see Craig's lap time. I'll get back to that. Goes P6 slowest, just under 2 seconds back. But he will definitely be improving on that. Anyway, DS Kofi goes P3 as a Williams 2-3 right now. Formula Maxine, let's keep an update with him. There we go, 1.1.5 seconds behind. But anyway, back to the strategy thing. France as well last year's game was... Oh man, stop interrupting me! He's alright, just loses it a bit of that corner. It's quite easy to do that there, and thankfully I have loads of runoff to not have any contact or anything. But anyway, yeah, France also was a mediums hard optimal strategy, so you could start, for example, for one of my league races, I started P8 on the mediums, almost everyone ahead, and some behind were on soft, and by about lap 6 or 7, I was already leading and gaining. Now that's just not me showing off to indicate my pace, but just showing off how crucial those strategies were. However, now the hards really are a used tyre, unless you're just really trying to preserve it, because you can easily do a softs, well not, I wouldn't say easily, but you can do a softs mediums here for sure, or even a medium softs. That's why I think some people here going on the mediums here are just trying to get a better, easier strategy to do. But it is very interesting to see the differences. I don't think the hards will be used for most people. Probably some early incidents if there are any. But it will be interesting to see what happens. And Craig Conley goes 8th on a 1:31.7. That just shows Own Apple T's lap time is really good right now, standing still. But also, lots of people are going on the medium, so you shouldn't see improving. Shouldn't see him losing. Sorry, shouldn't see him losing too much time on that lap. So. Who's going to be next to set? Era? Should be Era. No, he's over 8.5 seconds down, so it should be one of the Aston Martins, and that will be SSR Maestro. He has ERS off, so I'm not really sure if it's... Yeah, this is not going to be a particularly good lap, probably just to get something on the board with 10 minutes left of the qualifying session. I'm not really worried about it. And Eric also going around again to set another lap. Let's see if Maestro hits or goes around again. He's probably just warming up his tyres, which isn't really needed that much in this game. For my experiences, the tyre heat, other than if it's overheating or underheating, then you shouldn't really need to worry about it. Quite a good lap still on the softs. Goes P8, just 1,000th ahead, well 1 millisecond ahead of Craig Conley. I'll probably be splitting between the thousands, hundreds, and tens of thousands to milliseconds most of the time. Just think of it as millisecond as each thousand. So if I say 100 milliseconds, then it's probably a tenth. Or if I say 10 milliseconds, it's probably 100. So never mind. Maestro's aborted his lap, gone wide. We should see a Red Bull cross the line. That will start Arrow to start his. Ooh, that's a good camera angle. And very quick down the south finish straight. Does hit that apex. Look at the elevation change. Oh, very close with the limit there. But very nicely done. Also, just to comment while this session is going on, I did recently watch the Schumacher documentary on Netflix, and it is amazing. I won't spoil it for anyone who is watching and hasn't seen it yet, because obviously I took a while to watch it because of trying to fit everything in my schedule and also other series and shows I wasn't able to watch. So yeah, just saying it is incredibly good and it is worth the watch. I would happily watch it twice over and over. And as I was talking about that, SSR Oleg goes P1 on a 1:30.135. Own Apple T's lap time has been destroyed. Well, not, I wouldn't say destroyed, but it's been beaten by 4.5 tenths. Still 8 minutes left, so we should probably see them start to drop quite a bit. GB Sanderson next. Not using any battery, so I don't... Yeah, this isn't going to be a particularly good lap. 1:32.2. Yeah, not really sure about that, but let's see who... So obviously I have right now who is on everyone's best lap tyre. You can see everyone's best lap on what tyre they did it on. and now everyone who's on the tyre. So, for example, Tutuba, championship leader by 40 points. He shouldn't worry about his lead being removed. Oh, there we go. SSR Arrow goes on a 1:30.040. Does beat Oleg's time by about 10th, which is really good here, but shouldn't be that much. But anyway, back to the tyres here. Obviously, Tubia, best lap on the mediums, now doing a lap on the softs. This should be a large improvement right now. It is a 1:29.8 dead. Whoa, 2/10 quicker than Arrow. What a lap. We should see that start to drop even quicker now with the track evolution here. Yeah, his best lap now is on these softs. A lot of people deciding to change their idea. Well, about 5, maybe 6 people, currently 4, obviously now, changing their idea for what tyre they would like to start on. Obviously, we have 5 people outside the top 10 who will be choosing to start. What's it? Yes, it is me, commentating Mr. JDM Hatayes. Yeah, I'm solo commentating today, which isn't that bad, but obviously everyone has lives. I mean, Zampa is a very busy man. I have great respect for him, and I would honestly say he's one of the great friends of mine. Well, join the server, and I think it actually happened. I think actually be last year. Probably only a few days changed between the year, but where I joined the SSR server, and I will happily say it's been great every day. Well, almost every day, but it's been a great time. So we are going to actually stay on board for SSR Halo. Didn't commentate his first 2 corners, but we'll start from here. Very good breakpoint. Doesn't use too much curb. Probably has a very stiff suspension setup on, but I wouldn't highly suggest it here. If you really want the low front, high rear. But it is odd still what the suspension does. You most likely want a one at the front for suspension stiffness, anti-roll bar, and probably 1 or 2, or probably even a little bit higher for ride height. But let's see what he does using more curb. I would use a bit more of all the curb here, but that is just me. And this is tier 2. Halo taking very smooth lines, trying to get through the lap, which I do not blame him for. Does get apparently a purple sector 2. I say apparently because I never know if it's for sure or not. I'm always going to say apparently, because it does lie a bit. Well, I say a bit, it almost does it every time. A very smooth line through here. Is he going to take a right time apex? You really want to aim for that yellow ball on there. You really want to aim there to be your apex. It's quite nice here because a lot of your apexes are pointed out. It's a little bit wide through the penultimate corner. It's very clean lines there. Use a second gear is what you want to do, but obviously short shift the third to get the best traction out of the corner. Very quick down the start finish straight, and does go P7 on 1:30.924. That is everyone set a lap. So we should see a more influx of lap times soon, or quicker lap times. So let's get this up so you can see the distance between each. I prefer this personally, this time wise, because it just shows what distance everyone's at, and it will show you at the top right, for example, next to where it says Maestro, just underneath where it says SSR Maestro at the top right on the outlap. There you go, you can see to the right of that timer, it should say their delta time for their fastest lap, so that's where you can start telling if some people are improving hugely compared to the rest or not so much. But grey pitting should be pretty quick to get onto the next set of tyres. We do have a short memento while we see everyone coming in, and here we could just see everyone's tyres. So a lot of people only using one set of tyre yet. People are really saving them. You can start using them a lot more here. I wonder if everyone here knows you can do a medium soft or not. But only 4 people have changed tyre, used 2 different sets of tyres. Oh, pardon me. All starting on the mediums and then going to the softs. So very intriguing what everyone's doing here for strategy wise. Who's it? That's Craig? No, that's Oleg starting a lap. Just coming along across the line to start a lap. Actually, a pretty good outlap, I think. Or that might be a glitch. I don't know. No. It's purple sector. So not purple, yellow sector 3. I think it's just Maestro letting them Sadies of, I believe, Formula Maxing by. But we'll stay on him and then move on to Lucasimo. Another yellow flag again, just for Maestro doing the same thing. I think Magazine's pitting. I don't blame him for taking that line, but I would personally have, if it was my league, I would change it to where you have to use pit lane lines, but it would become a bit risky at some tracks. For example, Austria's pit entry line is super dangerous, and France's pit exit is also super dangerous, and it's quite shameful that these can be used, but they also, for example, of track like this with France, there's just not really much you can do about the pit entry and exit lines because of all the different layouts that you can use, but I still think it's quite disappointing that they can't really change it. For example, Austria, you can just cut the last two corners a lot more. Obviously, you will have to do some deforestation for that, and I don't like that you have to do that, but I mean, it's the only thing that could probably save some lives or millions of quid instead of paying for a fixed car because you're rear-ended by someone who didn't expect you to pit and you're pitting, so yeah, it's just those things that I think need to be changed quite quickly. The sky's getting a bit grey, but I have no clue for the weather reports, by the way, because I have not been told, so we'll see what happens here. Maestro did not actually set a purple sector 2, he's actually 3/10 down on the mediums. His best lap time is on the soft, so I mean that would make sense. Shubia coming across the line to start a lap. Should be his last if that purple sector. Yeah, it will be his last lap time, so we shall see people starting to come across the line to start their last lap. Look at that, the pit lane there, it's just so dangerous there. I suggest that they cut these two corners that we see Luxury on right now, because it's just so dangerous to do. I mean, well, I wouldn't suggest doing that, but yeah, I think the pit exit line should be something like that instead. It's just so dangerous by the way it is now. Right, okay, right now we're going to see everyone, hopefully everyone on softs. But Maestro is on mediums. I think that will be him coming across the line. Probably not. Coming across the line is yes, and then it should be Eric starting on that. 15 seconds left, so I believe the Red Bull of SSR Halo shouldn't have any worry of getting to the left hand, but should be a little bit quick. He'll probably have a couple of seconds spare, but he should be fine to coming across the line. We have 2 yellow flags on track. I believe it's just some spin, probably Maestro. He does get it. Yeah, Halo does get through. So we will stay on board with lap as they come through. So Titubia didn't see the delta there, but should be on a good lap as he is on softs as well, fresh softs. I do not know if the track is colder now. Yeah, pit entry in Canada is even. Well, I wouldn't say. Oh, sorry to interrupt that. 109.729 from Titubia, 3/10 quicker than SSR. Quite a good lap, to be honest, right now. Yeah, pit exit of Canada is quite dangerous too, but not as dangerous as these. As I mean, the exit for the F1 cars isn't that directly into it. Luxury does a large improvement and gets to P2, just 2/10 behind Titubia. Aaron coming across the line, I think that was Charisma? No, it wasn't. It was Formula Maxim. I don't know if he improved his lap time or not, but well, there we go. Yeah, the pit exit for Canada, I wouldn't say is personally as dangerous, just because of the line most if not all cars take through there. It is on the exit of the corner, so obviously if some cars miss their breaker point or go wide, then it is quite dangerous, but not as dangerous as these. Because I mean, look at France, for example, on board here. A car could exit right there, and you'd be side by side, and you'd be forced to move over. I guess it is understandable from a racing standpoint of how good it could be, but yeah, I wouldn't personally have that there. But okay, Craig Connie improves by about 1/10 and a bit, goes P5 about just under 4/10 slower than Titubia. Where Apple T is not going to set a lap time, so that is it for qualifying. We have, I'm going to get the best. So everyone in the top 10 going to start on softs. Titubia, Luxury, Eruk, Craig Connie and SR Oleg sharing a grid with McLaren. Formula Maxim P7, Bonaparte P9, Halo P9, Diaz Kofi P10, and that is the top 10. Everyone outside the top 10 will have a free choice of tyre. That'll be Steel Curtain, SSR Maestro, Lucuismo, SSR Charisma, and GB Sanderson. So, I'm guessing that the race should be dry or start dry, as some people are deciding different tyres to start on. But anyway, just to pit entry and exit lines. For example, if anyone knows the track Brands Hatch, I'm only mentioning it because I've been there hundreds of times. Well, I won't say hundreds, but I've been there so many times now. The pit exit there is quite dangerous as well. It's almost directly into an entry of a corner, and it is pretty difficult there to. It's like the pit exit of what is it? It's like the pit entry, in fact, of Austria's Red Bull Ring, but the other way around. Obviously, it's almost directly into a downhill right-hander that is extremely quick and extremely dangerous, and have had many accidents there that have not been horrifically dangerous, but still want to reduce as much as possible. Anyway, on to this. I'm gonna look at race director. Most people only using their one set of tyre, and some using two, and only 2 people using 3, and that is SSR. Not SSR, sorry, Craig Conley and Titubia. Thank you, Titubia has just updated me. The race is all dry, so you shouldn't see some interesting tactics on the different types of strategies. So, good there. Alright, yeah, just obviously PX entry and exit lines. There you can't really do much to reduce safety, as in cars are going super quick and then slowing down really hard to make sure they meet the corner. But yeah, it's always, and also just placement is a bit dangerous, because obviously for some tracks such as Austria has a lot, or even Belgium in fact, has a lot of wildlife around it, so you can't really just break into them and that'll be it. You have to also sort out how you're going to do it, where you're going to do it. Is there a more easier way to set it up? I mean, you can look at Belgium, for example. Spa has an incredibly good pit lane and exit. Obviously, the walls on the pit entry is a bit dangerous, but they're really good if you just look at the F1 pit lane, which is like the entry is on the exit of the corner. It's just goes from an apex to the entry. So obviously, if car's on the left and wants to go, then it's a bit difficult. But there's nothing you can do about that, to be honest. That's just racing. But the exit is right. Also, someone's ready up already. Is right onto the entry. It's right on the opposite side of where the cars would be. But if you look at the endurance one, then it's a bit more difficult, because then it's just after Radley on the right hand, I think. But anyway, off pit entry and pit lane talk, we shall see the tyres that everyone outside the top 10 is on, and see from there. So I wonder if that was a early ready up from anyone at all. And you should see the standings have already been set. Don't worry, it's not the lights out. Alright, there we go. I shall get all the info up. We shall see tyres. Only good. I was saying good because I really want to see people selecting the right strategy here. So everyone in the top 10 on softs, everyone outside the top 10 on mediums, and obviously it should be new mediums as well. So we shouldn't see anyone using the hard today unless there is an early crash and they decide to pit, or an early safety car. So I wouldn't really suggest it, because then you're going to be cutting through everyone, trying to overtake, and then you're just going to wear the hards down even more. And also the hards are just awful at this track. But anyway, don't forget, everyone in the top 10 has worn soft, by the way. Not completely worn down, but should be a couple percentiles. So, as they are doing the formation lap, I shall update you on the grid if you do not know and want and prefer to listen. So we have Titubia on pole position, Luxury BTW completing the front row. Then we have E-Rook and SSR Arrow completing the second row. And then the McLaren row 3, SSR Craig Conley and SSR Oleg. And then we have Formula Maximum and Bone Apple T 7 and 8, Halo and DS Kofi P9 and 10. And then 11th we have Steel Curtain in the Haas, only Haas in the group, by the way. Probably a lot of other only car grids. So, and then SSR Maestro in the beautiful Aston Martin. Look at that thing in P12. And then we have Luquismo in the Alpha Tauri in P13. And then SSR Charisma P14. and GB Sanderson P15 completing the grid. And there we go, we are seeing some people being overtaken by the AI. I wonder when it would be. There you go, there's the predict. I don't listen to that. That pit stop strategy is a lie. It is, trust me, it is a lie. I mean, Bahrain, I did a soft mediums easy, and it was suggesting medium hard, so. Yeah, sorry, I forgot to take off telemetry. We shouldn't have that up. Don't see any drivers. I mean, I would do it. Right, it's 3, 4, 5 lights. And away we go for Tier 2, round 5 in France. Pretty good start from everyone. One of the McLarens going into the inside. Steel Curtain using a single line. He's not got any slipstream. I think Tachubia will hold P1 on the start line. Couple position changes. Luxury's lost out. There's a car off track, and it is it's Eruk. I wonder if that may be a reset track, but hopefully not. It's fallen really far back. Tachubia already has a second lead already. That is stunning, by the way. Also, yes, clearly, softs and mediums at France is difficult, but it is definitely possible, and I would confidently say it's the best strategy here. Everyone cleanly through. Some people trying to get more tire heat in. Just going to stay with these two. I saw Halo and Maestro going side by side into the chicane in sector 2. Staying side by side. Softs versus mediums. Softs should get out ahead. Yeah, pretty clean there. I don't think we'll see anyone else making any moves. Qubit is already getting quite far ahead, but the gaps are evenly spread, and I think that's Eruk again losing it. What do you mean lies, haters? I've done it! Yes, it is difficult, because everyone will have different preferences for how they can wear tyres or set up, but it is definitely possible. You do have to push the tyres quite far though, but there's nothing that will be impossible. Halo and Maestro also battling again. Maestro getting out on the victor this time. Oh, Halo really losing quite a bit, and really still losing quite a bit. He's gone from P11 to P14. Is he gonna hold it? So does sadly lose out. Again, I'd suggest to Eruk just keep on these tyres and push as long as you can. Obviously do the best strategy, but if there is a safety car come out, he has the easiest time. And you also people in P14 a little bit ahead have quite an easy barrier to pit confidently. We have Formula Maxime and there's contact between Formula Maxime and Bon Appetit into the chicane. Don't do a dangerous rejoin. Doesn't do a dangerous rejoin. Okay, I'm so sorry everyone, but I'm gonna have to go get food. Yes, I know it's late. I'll be back as quick as I can. Alright, not for too long, hopefully. Let's see what happens. Bon Appetit does pit, probably with some front wing damage. I wouldn't think that he got hit from behind, so I'm not sure. No front wing change, just going on to the mediums. Guess he would like that clear air to push hard. He does lose out to Eruk. Formula Maxime, let's see if he has any front wing damage. Couldn't see any there. We have a yellow flag, that is DS Kofi. DS Kofi is out. Oh no, I wonder what happened. I couldn't see his. Oh no. Oh no. Let's see if we can see what happened from. Oh, it's too late. Can't see what happened. We'll see a race director if there's anything there. No. No contact with anyone. From what I can see on there, or any reported contact, but there's also Codemasters FIA, so... Let's see, but at SSR Arrow... Fortitude, that guy! SSR Halo battling now with Charisma. I think Charisma's fallen off a bit, probably had a compromised exit and just kept on losing time and everyone just gained the advantage, but now he's battling, not with, and he's spun by TV Sanderson. Oh no! This is not a good day for the Mercedes. Though I would say, from my perspective on that, it is a difficult corner to go side by side with, because some people expect you to just go a little bit wider, some people expect you to stay by the apex, so it's very difficult there. Lucarismo first to get a time penalty. It's obviously 3 seconds, but don't really want to get that here. Unless you are able to make massive gaps and gains. It isn't really easy here with the long DRS trains. I mean, do you have a oh no! There's another one off his Formula Mac team. They're so far up the track as well from the quick flat left-hander. 2 people losing out to the same spot. I wonder if they're just hitting the curb and then swinging out. I have no clue. There he's on the left. He probably just hit the back of his car and that just suddenly decided that he needs to be in there. Right, I'm going to try and stick with the closest gaps I can find. That's what I use to tell where the where the battle is. Haven't been near the front of the grid yet for seeing what's happening. SSR Halo gets ahead. Not SSR. SSR Halo loses out to GB Sanderson. The mediums seem to be doing pretty well so far. Obviously, capitalising on some drivers making mistakes and losing out, but it's happening. They are gaining. We'll see what happens later down the line, because that's when these strategies come into play, and SSR Halo gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple track warnings, I believe. That's what it should be. Like I said, when Lucarismo got them, you don't want to get them, well, anywhere but here, to be honest. I mean, Monaco would probably be a worse spot. Pineapple T says the fastest lap of the race. I couldn't tell what that was. Let me go and see. A 1:33.7. That. Pretty good, but we'll see that probably improve down the line. Oh, like McLarens are really close. Much apologies if you hear me eating. I have woken up late and yeah, not been the best day. Oh no, another spinner. It's blown apple at the same spot. What is it with this corner? What is it with this corner? I'm having crashes on it. Let's keep an eye on him here, because it will probably, if his tyres of it. Oh, bone apple. If he's speeding to retire in the pits, then that's fine, but if he's continuing on mess about, then there's worry. But okay, Jutubia and Luxury pit at the same time. Luxury probably replying to Jutubia's pitting. Probably held him up a bit. Both going to the mediums, so they should go to the end of the race unless they are unable to do that. So you should probably take the soft a lot longer here. Alright, just to keep an eye on Bone Apple to see what happens here. If he goes into the pits and retires, then that's understand. His name disappears or not. We'll see if he retires or not. Apologies for not keeping in touch with the racing. I believe Oleg and Conley are battling and still Kurt is very close. He's not tiring. Okay, interesting. Erex has the fast lap race on 1:32.938. Quite a good lap. Goodness, everyone here is really close. 2 mediums compared to 2 softs. Still skirting, I think, may have gotten into the back of Craig Connolly. Maestro is trying to capitalise on it. Oleg gets really wide into this corner. Oh, you don't want to go there. Oleg gets a bad exit. Maestro hits the curve too much, still curves and capitalises. Craig Connolly pits, still currently goes wide. And also there was a penalty to someone here, I think it was Rispa getting a 3-second time penalty. I'm curious what Bon Appetit is going to be doing here, by the way, because just keep an eye on him, because he does currently have multiple seconds of penalties, well, not multiple tens. Arrow and Craig Connolly pit. Oleg gets a 3-second time penalty. Oh well, if you can't get the time penalties, then you are gaining a lot of time. Lots of people have them. We'll stay on board with Maestro here, because this is the closest gap we have. And that's what I use to gauge where to watch, because everyone wants to see cars close. I believe we saw Luca Ismo just lose out time a little bit, but Maestro will definitely get this place gone. Oh, very close to cutting in front of Steel Cutter, but gets it done with the DRS, which is very, very powerful, and that's great. Shouldn't see any positions change. Where's my shot? Oh no! I'm going to disappear again, I don't even score. Oh well. Let's see if it's Bon Appetit getting another time penalty. Let's just see. 28 seconds, a bit worrying there. I'm going to leave you on board with Oleg, POV and Destroy. Yeah. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. It's a really close gap between Lucas. Oh my goodness, contact again. Not between these two, contact. A couple of places. They are very close to each other. Same tyres. Luca Ismo has, or Luca Ismo does have a time penalty. I'm worried about what he's doing right now. He's got another penalty. This one's probably 31, but if any happened, if there weren't any while I was gone. Should be an easy move here. Luca Ismo can just stay right behind him on next DRS zone. And he gets another time penalty, 6 seconds now. I'm just going to keep going to penalties sometimes briefly, just to keep everyone updated on the penalty situation. Maestro and Luca Ismo here should be able to gain places here. And what Maestro's doing? He isn't able to gain places, too far back, probably preserving his ERS. Yeah, I think everyone here just wants to save the energy, which, I'll be honest, is the best idea to do here, because you do not want to be low on ERS compared to someone else. Because you can use a lot of it. Right, let's go back to the tyres. No, get rid of that. Let's get rid of. There we go. not much happening other than the gaps. They are spreading a little bit between. Well, as I say, that Maestro pit should be going. Oh no, sorry, Oleg pit should be going to the mediums. Has done 10. Bon appetit. Yeah. Puts out a safety car. I'm not going to make a comment about it, but that is a bit fishy. Gets 31 seconds penalties, then bins it. Even though other drivers have binned it at the same spot. I'm just speculating. Oleg has lost a lot of time there. Wonder what happened if the pit was longer than expected, or if he just had a mistake in the pit. I believe that was the Aston Martin safety car. Stunning thing, by the way. I love that vantage. I believe it is. Let's see if any drive-through penalties get taken out, or handed out, that is. This is great for Erock and Halo, and everyone who's pitted earlier, so they can gain that place, but it's also an absolute heaven of a gift to everyone up ahead who hasn't pitted yet and needs to. But to be honest, it is quite an issue for people who've recently pitted to mediums. Because either pit to new mediums or hards, which I wouldn't suggest. But everyone on the mediums now, they have a difficult situation. They're going to have to go to hards because it's going to be difficult to stretch the softs 17 laps also, with a couple of them under safety car. Keep on board with Steel Curtain to see what he does. Some people go into hards, that's what they should do. Don't like the tyres, but it's the best thing they can do. In fact, everyone going to the hards. Double stack Aston Martins, and just to complain about all the double stacking in the game. Of course, that was probably one of the better ones, but I mean, you can look at Mercedes 2019 or 2018 China. They double stacked like it was nothing, and the second driver only had about a 3-second stop. I understand it's difficult to program, but well, yeah, I could even explain it. Just have it where it can figure out if 2 drivers are pitting or 1 of the same team, and then if it's 2, then they can program all they need to do for the 2 stop. It's not too difficult. Anyway, I'm not a major coder or anything like that, but that is my opinion. So I have had some experience. But anyway, this. A few people not pitching, lots of people pitching for hards. It is the best idea if you're starting with mediums. Obviously, you don't want it to happen, but you're going to have to go to hards, or you're going to stretch the softs probably to 100% wear, which you're just not going to gain anything. You're going to have more lose time, to be honest, if you get them that far. While we wait for the safety car to end, I'm not going to talk about much. Yeah, we just see different strategies. Halo will find it a bit difficult. You get the end. I think everyone who's recently pitted the mediums, like Oleg, this would be really good for him if he can gain the positions. Or it could be really difficult for him for trying to wear the tyres more to then overtake. Top 3 will have a bit difficult, I believe, maybe with trying to stretch the tyres, but yes, I believe in H. Hopefully they were hyper softs. Okay, probably just someone slowing down. What's going on? Halo's pitting? Why is Halo pitting? It's an odd strategy. I guess it was, yeah, as you know, it's not an odd strategy. I just commented about it and being on the soft and it not being the best. It is the better idea than to pit for hards, that is. Specifically Charisma. Hopefully Charisma can gain a couple of positions. It's is really great for E-Rock, by the way, because he's now on almost fresh mediums and rejoining the safety car, so... after that lap 1 spin, it doesn't seem too bad now. Also, I believe points go down to P12 in the service, so everyone, if they finish, should get the points. If you can hear me eating and it's a bit annoying, just let me know and I'll turn my mic off when I do. And yes, it is very late, but wasn't the best time. I hope the safety car comes in this lap, if in fact it is. Right, we're going to stay on board with a couple people further back, just so we can see when the start happens. Should do it straight out of the corner. Yeah, there we go. Arrow is really close to Tubia. Or to Tubia, sorry. Very good there. Oh no, we need to get back. Ola gets a Clambanzi. E-Rock gets really close to Maestro, or is really close to Maestro. Closer than anyone else to anyone else. Oh, so close to having contact there. It doesn't use the right curve. I wonder if he got a track limit warning there. Maybe not. It does get ahead. Is what he's looking for right now, just to get ahead of everyone he can on the tyres. Luxury trying to make a move on Arrow. One of his ERS dumping a bit. Please no contact, please no contact. There is a bit of contact, there's wheel bumping. No one spin. No one spins. Probably have anged each other a bit. Luxury should be able to get ahead here. He does indeed. E-Rock making a move on Charisma. Oh, a little bit squirmy out there for Charisma. Does hold the position. And where's our closest gap? It should be still Curtin and Arrow. I was change to GB Sanderson and that guy. I'm sorry, it's not very good names. Is staying at the closest gap right now. Just very close to each other. Same tyre wear, I believe, or same tyre, same length being worn on the tyre. E-Rock is going very aggressive. I think overly aggressive a bit, but kind of what he wants to do. Isn't able to get the move done, but does get really close, and even though it does get close, DRS is still not enabled yet. Hasn't gained anything yet, but just got a bit closer. I believe E-Rock is using the wrong idea here, because he's pushing hard right now. We really want to save. Luxury gets a 3-second time penalty. Is that another one for him? Or has he... It is his first one. Well, no, that should be a massive annoyance for him, but even though Tutubia is 2 seconds ahead already. Staying on board GB Sanderson, everyone else is really close. Specifically Charisma. I didn't even notice, E-Rock got ahead. What? When did that happen? I didn't even notice. Shame on me. I didn't even notice that happened. Here we go, DRS has been enabled. Shouldn't see anyone using it at all yet. Already getting close to Craig Conley. Not going to make a move, but does get really close. I'm going to stay aboard GB Sanderson because car ahead is close. Luco! No, Luco! Oh, Luco's car ahead has got another penalty. Is he on 9 now? Should be quite high, but yeah, he's just going to drop so many positions now with this train of cars. DRS has been enabled now, so we should see some people getting incredibly close. Okay, he's not going to make a move, or is he? He isn't going to. Erock should get ahead of Luco. Or, yeah, Luco. Luco is going to drop a lot of positions. Sorry about the silence. Alright. Let's see the gaps. Luxury gets overtaken by Arrow. Arrow is on the lap pressure tyres, but Arrow can start making a gap to Tibia. Or to Tibia. Steel Curtain losing out. Losing a bit of time. Steel Curtain just needs to save. Ooh, he does go off track. Would be a track limit warning there, and Luxury does get squirrely out of the corner. But if I was in Steel Curtain's position, I'd start saving ERS. Unless he already has. But I'd start saving it. Just to make sure I can make the move later on, except he ignores it completely and doesn't make the move now. To be honest, that is a better idea, but he's got to make sure he gets a gap to everyone who hasn't got a penalty. Or else he's going to lose out a lot. Cars behind. Oh no! Oleg! He keeps it! He keeps it! He keeps it going. He keeps it going and only loses about a second. Him and Luxury were side by side through the quick corner and just made slight contact, and even though slight contact at that speed, it's going to cause a lot. Some more with Erock here is the closest that we have. She does make a move and should get close to Esther Oleg as well. But that gains. Craig Conley gains so much time there. Charisma really close to Luke Turismo, but Lucarism just gains the time on the exit. Wonder if Luke has a traction dependent setup on. I believe we did see him get squirrely out of that corner earlier, so he'll just probably be in driving, but yeah, he does get another 3-second time penalty. I believe he is on 15 now, but 12. Actually 12. Oh no, there's 2 moves happening. Okay, Christmas get ahead. What's happening? Actually, no, I can make that noise. Oh, Oleg, no. Oleg's lost it. He just got squeezed and then just didn't. He's reset the track. Oh, come on, man. What's the point? What's the rule? Anyway, Steel Curtain making moves. Up into P3 right now, just a slight bit behind us, Arrow. He has to hope that once or if he gets past, he can keep it. After he gets ahead with GB Sanderson, just see Erock very close to Craig Conley. I'm going to probably say Will get the move done here if he can just take the next corner as he should. indeed does. He finally gets quite a lot of trouble in the dirty air. But keeps the contract nonetheless. The closest gap we have, the two Aston Martins are quite close, as well as the Alfa Tauri. Buttons! Luxury getting really close. Oh no, it's close. Okay, I'm gonna look at this. Okay, it's really close to Maestro. Luism does get ahead, cuts him off. Really nice move by Maestro. Very, very nice move. Obviously, isn't very fair when you look at Luke's perspective, but it is a nice move overall. Really close to these two. Oh no, Luke's trying to get back. I think he just got very close, probably boost around there. And you can see the red light on Maestro. That probably gives him the indication that he needs to start pushing. Luke is losing out again. Is someone's off? Is someone off? I think Luke was off. Wait, what? That's made it in the pit. He's going to softs. He's got what? No! He's going to lose out massively. What's he doing? No! And yes, he will be able to make us time. Look how far back he is. I see Oleg gets another 3-second time bonus, but I wouldn't do that. No! If he's going to do that, who is Arrow, Luxury, and Craig going to do that as well? I am questioning the tactics here, but I'm not racing. Oleg's off. We'll see what happens here. I think he's disconnected or retired on track. Oh well. The other one's to do with that. Luxury, I think, tries to get past Steel Curtain and does not. All the way around, and Ewok is very close. I'm going to stay on board with Ewok here. The gap is very close between Halo and Luke Ruthman. They are battling side by side. They're very quick corners. Let's see if we can get them quick. I think Halo goes off, so Luke should be able to make the move here. Does cut him off nicely. Gap's also very close between these three, maybe? I think. Yeah, Arrow pits as well. What's going on? Have they all misjudged the strategy here? Yeah, it should be interesting to see what happens later on. These two very, very close. Bit of bumping, but anyway, look at the top two side by side into Sector 2 chicane. Not anymore. Is Ewok going to try and make the move? It's a good move. Anyway, go back to Luke. So excited to see someone's turn around. Here's Maestro. Don't be dangerous rejoin. It's rejoin. Reddit's game's going to give him a penalty, but to be honest, that one should probably be taken away. Hello, right behind him, should make the move. Oh no, what a shame. Yes, haters, I know you told me, but I'm not them. I'll maybe drive different, maybe save the tires a bit more. But does that mean that Steel Curtain and Charisma have a really good shot of winning this race? Because if some of the medium runners aren't able to take the tyres that long... I mean, yeah, Craig's pitting as well. Is Ewok able to take the tyres to the end and risk it? Or is Steel Curtain and Charisma, and probably TV Sanderson if he can catch up, going to be making massive moves soon? Well, Tutiba had a need. air pit for the softs, gone for the, and has set the fastest lap by quite a large gap. I think it's about a second, over a second. Very, very well done, but I don't know if he's going to be able to make up. Let's see the gap. Don't know if he's going to be able to make up 12 seconds, but we'll keep on an eye on that as the race goes on for the last couple of laps. Oh no! And these resets of the track. What's going on with these resets of track? No! Oh no, Luxury! What's going on? Charisma is still passing the P2 and 1, but there's been a lot of people spinning off. Luxury's a bit slow out there. He's down P7 now. He's making big cuts. His tyres are going to be hot. I have no idea what went on. I think Ebrook maybe got attacked from the rear or just lost the rear on his own. Made corner, but that does move Charisma and still passing up P1 and P2. They are battling for position as they both have the same amount of penalties in time-wise. Luxury is losing out to Tibbo as well. Exhausted, I'm going to stay on board with these two. Still, don't. Oh, Sean does cut the track a bit, but does make the move. He is leading the French Grand Prix as that's happening. Moves are happening. Luxury pits. Even though Ebrook spun, he did reset to track. So, oh, Luxury, you could have finished and got the points. Never mind then. But as this goes on, let's keep an eye on this perspective. Ah, the top two. An ingredient of my burger just flew away. Anyway, back to this. Still doesn't seem to make the move on Charisma with the DRS, which is expected, to be honest. I would expect that if I was in Charisma's position. Any moves happening right now? Luke getting another penalty. I think he's on 15 now. Last time I checked it was 12, but he should be on 15 now. We stay on board with these top two. Apologies, I am eating. What? Not eating, but sorry, not that. Had a quick look at the ERS, didn't show it up quickly on stream, so Tibio is going to make a move on Luke. A quick look at the ERS, and the top two ERS differences are interesting. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say if they're far apart or really close. Or the complete opposite, I do not know. Well, I do know, but you don't. Still Curtis got 3-second time penalty. This could be the race for Sean to win. Oh no! No, it could not be. Ebrook, GP Sanderson. This could. Well, Ebrook also is on old medium, so I don't know if he can make it to the end. Sean does overtake Steel Curtin into turn 1, side by side. Steel gives him the position. Tibber trying to make a move on my show. I don't think staying out on the mediums was the idea. Was the best idea there. This could be it. The best position I think the top two could get right now is 3rd or 4th. let's look at the... No, I've gotten rid of that. Okay, let's look at the gap from the leader. Okay, Giuseppe has almost... Giuseppe has almost half the gap from his last check from the leader. But the gap... GB Sanderson and Erock will... Oh, well, as they are right behind them right now, will be able to make positions. And let's get... Instead of tyres, let's get up penalties. So if Tibber can overtake Maestro and gain 7/10 to Steel Curtain, he can get... He can overtake Steel Curtain. I'm going to stay on board. I was going to say stay on board with this obstruction, but this could... Oh, I was going to say that's not happening. Let's stay on board with GB Sanderson. Right, I'm going to keep up the interval gap. In fact, no, I'm going to keep the leader gap up. Right, tyres are there. Luke's pitting. I mean, yes, he's not going to be able to make any major moves here. GTB's position, he just needs to keep the last couple laps consistent and make the moves. But I'm going to stay on with this right now, the tyres. So, top two hards, Erock mediums, GB Sanderson and Maestro hards, all 5 of them on the same wear. Tibber on fresh softs, less than half the age of the others. But I'm going to now go to penalties. We're going to stick on this. Steel Curtain going for the move on SSR Charisma is expected at this time. No, watch this. Tibber making a move. Oh, he loses! Oh, what great car control. Tibber goes just a little bit too hard into the corner, does lose the rear, but keeps it ahead. Maestro and him given the gap. Very, very well done. Now we're going to go ahead. Great Connie gets a 3-second time penalty. Oh yeah, the McLarens have really dropped off this race. They were hot in my mouth. What? Erock, is he going to get a penalty? He doesn't. I think he's being very careful with his track limits right now. But this is good for Tibber. He's going to be able to get P4 from Steel Curtain. But Steel Curtain, I will sadly have to say, is not going to be in a chance for winning this race. He will win it on. He can win it on track, unless Sean makes the move and gets P1 right now. So, Tibber can get P4 on penalties from Steel Curtain having 6-second penalties, but SSR Charisma will unlikely keep P1 or even P2 with his 3-second time penalty, which is a bit of a shame, but he can't do much about it now except drive fast. No moves happening yet with the in the late stages. Still getting a little bit close to SSR Charisma, but well, Luke getting another penalty, 21 seconds. Maestro getting a penalty, 6 seconds. He will evidently lose out. Arrow has a second and a half to catch up to be able to capitalise on Maestro's penalty. This could be a very interesting race with the penalties. Tibber can look at P4 right now, but I think he pitted at the wrong time. Or just didn't pit at the wrong time, that is. Alright, I'm going to stay on board with GB Sanderson for the rest of this race, unless the gaps get really close, which they do. I'm going to stay on board with Erock here. Steel Curtain gets ahead. Sean has to play this smart now. Oh, hey, freeze! No! Worst time for it. Worst time for it. Okay, it's good. Sean, SSR Charisma needs to just wait for the whistle next. Oh, this bravery is awful. Oh my god. No, I can skip together. Oh, Steel Curtain! Steel Curtain, no! He's got another time penalty. Well, of course, it's not going to probably lose him much. He will still finish P5 no matter what. But Sean needs to make the move here. He hasn't got the energy. Oh, no one has. Oh no! Is Erook going to get past? I suppose Sean Charisma isn't going to drop it here, but he just needs. Sean Charisma needs to make sure that Chipper isn't in that 3-second gap. He can't see it on his Delta. He can now, but he needs to make sure Chichiba is not 3 seconds back, or else Sean Charisma will not have a chance of getting even on the podium. I'm going to say in broadcast cam now, they are all really, really close. Erook is going to win this race unless he messes it up somehow. No, late moves. Okay. Everyone is through. So Steel Curtain's going to win on track. However, Erook is going to win the French Grand Prix P1, and there they drop. Is Chichipa going to make it? Oh, Chichipa. Oh my gosh. Chichipa 2/10 away from beating Sean Star Charisma 2P3. But that is it. Oh my goodness, Craig Conley gains up to P8. But Erook winning the race, didn't get the penalties. Didn't get the penalties and keeps it. Okay. But that is it. Wow, the penalties came in there really strongly. That is it. And now I've got to interview each one of them. Oh no. What a bloody race. Is that Ewook's first win for SSR? Congratulations, Ewook, man. That was a great win. I didn't expect you to keep those ties to the end, but you bloody did. See, JDM, I told you the mediums would last. I told you. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna commentate a bit just on what happens here, and then I'm gonna invite the top 3 to interview. Wonder if I should invite anyone else. Probably. I'm gonna invite Tut. No, let's not view that. Let's view that. There we go. I've got 4 people in. So I'm not going to invite Steel Curtain because I want to make sure the stream goes well. Look at that. Interesting strategies going on here. Right, as you all join, please tick the box if it is there. If it's not, please. Oh, they cannot hear me right now. They're all connecting. Everyone's connecting. Hopefully it works. Hopefully it works. Everyone's still connected to the party. What's going on? No. Oh no, the party disbanded. I think I sent an invite to GB by accident. Is it working? Come on. Hello, hello. Right, is it working? Is it working? Yeah. Okay. Alright, yes, it's working. Alright, I'm gonna make it invite only. Right, it's working. Right, let me find everyone. The top 4 is the ones I invited. That was Charisma, Erok, Tibia, and I believe it was Steel Curtain. Yes, it's working. I'm just waiting for the top 4 to join. The other 3. Yes, everyone's here. We're waiting for one more. I think that's Steel we're waiting for.
Sanderson, I think.
Oh no, I accidentally invited him. Never mind. Yeah, I accidentally invited you. Sorry, Sanderson. No. See if we're gonna give it we're gonna give it a little time for Steel to join. If not, we're just gonna start the interviews already.
Yep.
Yes. Someone in the stream, let me know if you can or can't hear them.
Hello, stream.
Alright. Alright, we'll start with the, I believe, official race winner and your first win for SSR. Erok, how does it feel, man? You won your first race, didn't expect the mediums to last long. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that was an incredible comeback drive. Erok, by the way, have you ticked the box? Sorry to interrupt, have you ticked it?
Double check.
Apparently they cannot hear you.
Can they hear me? Hello, my annoying voice. Been a while.
Yeah, there should be in the party a box at the top. If not, if you can join back to the party. Erok, just say something.
Go load up the stream and see.
I've got up. Yeah, you're there, GB. We'll just check the Erok. Erok,
Oh,
can you
God.
say something to Secret? Erok? Oh, he's gone. Right, well, we'll invite him back.
Oh, here we go.
There we go. Alright, try again.
Wherever the professionals here.
Well, Xbox seems to not be. Alright, Erok, don't forget to tick the box and we'll just see if we can hear you. I'll stay quiet because I wanted to hear Erok. Erok? You there? Hello? Hello? I guess not. Anyway, I guess we'll move on to Tipper then. Who was it? I can't remember who finished second. It was faded from my mind.
At the end. Yeah.
GP. Was it?
It was me in the end,
Yeah.
but I think it's going to be upgraded.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, we'll go to Tipper. I questions the pit at the end for softs, but I guess it seemed to work out well with the the high tire on the mediums. Yeah.
Well, did it work though? Did it really work though? I mean,
Yeah,
I was leading the whole race, and I got and I got P4 at the end.
well, I guess you
And
probably might have dropped with the
yeah, but
higher
I don't
warm.
understand what everyone else did. Honestly, everyone else pitted for hards in the middle of the safety car, which was obviously the best way to go.
Yeah.
And stupid me didn't think about it then. And so I just followed what Jeff told me at the start, which was soft, medium, soft. And then in the middle, he said
Odd.
soft, medium, medium. And
What?
then and yeah, and when while leading the safety car, he told me go in for hards, like while leading. So I was gonna go out at last in the last place. So yeah, I just kept on with the initial strategy and got P4, I guess, by 2/10.
Yeah.
Which was
just by 2/10. Unlucky,
yeah.
but still a good drive nonetheless. And you do have fastest lap if I'm not mistaken.
Out
And
pole
And pole.
position because he's
yeah,
stupidly
I
fast.
Thank you.
and okay, let's talk about SR Charisma. I wonder if he's alright.
Hey, guys.
He
Yeah.
Hey,
three
Charisma?
in the end, just missed out by DTWS said 2/10, but it was a great race at the end, wasn't it? He started outside the top 10 or just at the low bits and then finished P3, P2 on track. How does it feel?
Better than start.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't really have much to say on the start and being punted off on the last corner. But obviously, I'm going to leave the stewards to that. I've clipped it. There's not much to go on for me because I'm not the steward. So, but if people want to start going wheel to wheel and banging wheels, then I'm happy to now. I've done that. I've raced clean and I've been hit twice, so I'm going to be a bit more aggressive.
Yeah.
But it was good. That safety car saved me, to be honest. It really did, because I was pretty down and out. Finished really. I was 11th or 10th. Yeah, 5 seconds away from the Aston, so it was pretty far back. But yeah, the end worked out. It was good racing. I hope everyone enjoyed. And
Good.
yeah, the hards were the way to go. Congrats to Eruk. He well deserved that race. I'm glad he won it.
Yeah.
So yeah, all good.
Yeah, good. Isn't it Steel Curtain who got P2? No, he dropped down to P5.
No, it was
I'm
me.
trying to think. Was it really you, or are you lying?
Yeah. Hey.
He had 9
Hey.
seconds. He had 9 seconds, I think.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. There's so much.
Yeah, Steele's penalties messed him up at the end.
Yeah, definitely.
It's good
But
racing.
he
though,
was
clean.
fast today.
It was clean.
Oh, he got. Go on, GP. Tell us about your race. It was a bit
I
quiet
don't really
until
want
the
to
end.
talk about the start of it. It was horrible. Like, we tried to qualify on mediums and that just completely shot itself in the foot. I started last and then just tried to stay out of trouble at the start. There were a lot of people crashing out and a lot of stuff like that. And then that safety car happened. I think I was just, after the safety car, everyone was coming past me. I thought my race was over at that point because I didn't really have any pace. So I was just trying to stick in Charisma's DRS for as long as I could, and then when Eruk got past me in his DRS, and then my teammate got past me and I tried to stick with him, but it was just falling downhill, but luckily penalties helped me.
Very
It's P2 at the moment. I don't know what's happening with
Yeah.
people's penalties, incidents and whatever, so I
There
don't know
is
whether I'll...
the current of results are unofficial because we probably will have a lot of instant reports, but
Yeah, I don't know whether I tapped Charisma early on in the race, because there wasn't a visible contact from my point of view, but he spun, so I don't know whether those...
yeah.
Jesus.
I don't know what happened there.
I must be blind.
We'll not talk about it here, but
Yeah.
yeah.
And then I think Eruk resets track as well, so there's a lot of...
No, I didn't. I've done it legit. I've done it legit.
I did just say that we're not going to talk
Yeah.
about it here, but we can continue anyway.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff.
Anyway, shut up. Anyway, there has been round 5 for Tier 2 in France. Obviously, like I said, the results are unofficial until the race report comes out. But that is it for today. Don't forget to be here tomorrow for Tier 3. Cannot remember where it is, but it will be at 10 p.m. BST, as all are. And then it will be the same for Wednesday, RPL, Friday we have Tier 1, Saturday with Tier 2, and then Sunday we have Tier 3. Thank you everyone for watching, and hopefully see you tomorrow.